Hey, there I am. Sorry I'm late. Can you hear me already? Maybe. Ooh, anyone home? That didn't work. All right. Let's do that. Let me eat some breakfast while we're talking too. Hey, Marty. Hi, Lee. Sorry, I was running late this morning. I had issues with my van last night. I got out of work and I wouldn't start. Battery decided it was done. So I had to jump it and then get a battery. Kind of stinks. That's good. That work listening, cool. Can everybody hear me okay? I feel like I'm not on. Maybe I am on. Sorry, I'm going to be jumping on my bagel while we're doing this. So I got a late start on things this morning. I was up later than I'd like to be. Okay, cool, thanks. Turn this mess off. Sound and pick good. All right, cool, Lee. Thanks. Got not a whole lot going on, right? Like I said, I had to put a battery in my van last night, which, holy crap. It was almost $200 for a battery. It's been a few years since I had to put a battery in that van, but my God, I think I paid maybe $70 for it last time. The guy told me $179. And with tax and everything out the door, it was like $199 or $195, something like that. Over at AutoZone. I really wasn't in the mood to go shopping around for a battery last night, so I just that's the closest place to me, so I went ahead and just did it, you know. Probably should have shopped around, but he said everything just jumped up. So crazy. I get this wrong. Let's see what Artie's doing in that. What's up, Artie?
Hello, everybody. Hang on, let me change my camera.
Still working on this passenger car from the other night on Tuesday, from On Track Tuesday. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I mean, to watch the On Track Tuesday on this last week. What an epic fail. I guess not really, but I took that the right way. It'd be helpful. I think I am going to go with the try to resist around here, you know, for those lights already.
Are you going to go to resist? Sorry, I had my microphone up. Hello, people, and try again. Yeah,
First,
my I had a bigger mess up on Tuesday than what you did, mate. Remember, I took that
with your
switch,
turnout?
that point out, the switch out, and yeah, didn't have
Yeah.
a spare one to put in place. Yeah, yeah. Had to order 2 new ones, didn't I? Coming in the mail still.
So you
So
did have to order new ones then?
yeah, they got it in a shipment. That's Sydney. Hopefully, it'll be here tomorrow. G'day, Kyle.
Yeah.
How are you, buddy?
Hi, Kyle.
And they actually had some of the NCE lighted decoders. So
You're gonna have to show me or explain to me when you do those. That's for the block signaling?
yeah,
Those lighted?
yeah. I've expanded my layout behind me by 4 foot. It's only going to be temporary, but I'll be able to work the block signaling on it. So once I learn how to do it, I'll share it with you and everybody else. Hello, Rick. How are you?
Because I want to be able to do that stuff. At least for the main line, you know. The
Yeah,
main lines, I want to be able
yeah,
to run like operating signals through whatever JMRI or whatever the deal will be, or just through the block detection, I guess. It's not even through JMRI, is it? Just through
yeah,
the blocks, the BD20s
yeah.
and the AIU1 or whatever that's called. Oh my God, this thing still won't stick down, Artie. It's driving me nuts.
Well, what do you expect? You buy cheap glue.
Yeah,
Hello, Sprit.
yeah, but they use the same glue on the other ones, and it's stuck on the other one. Damn it!
I think this gorilla super glue
That's
that I've been
what I'm gonna have
using.
to get.
I found this has
Go
been
on
the best
later.
one so far.
I never had
This
super
one
glue that wouldn't stick. Ridiculous.
could be old.
Well, I mean, it's not old to me. I mean, I just bought it not that long ago. Could have been sitting around at the store forever. I don't know. That could be old that way, but
Yeah, that's what
I
what
haven't had
you
it
like.
for. I mean, I haven't had it for very long myself, but no, well, whatever.
And I've been trying to search for something on YouTube for a while now to see what they have on block signaling. And just using the NCE cap, but everyone has got these digitrack systems, so it's going to be a learning curve for both of us.
Well, that's just it too. I've done the same thing where it's like Digitrax. People who run Digitrax, it seems like they have all kinds of videos up for that. But when you look for NCE specifically, you can't find a lot.
Yeah, I mean the basics are still the same. The
Yeah,
basics are
no,
still the same with the blocks and
I'm
the
done.
detectors. You might need to use different glue.
I'm done with it. I ain't playing with it today. I don't have the patience. After last night with that stupid battery in the car, I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I came out of work and the car wouldn't start, so it was like, turn the key was just clicking. I was like, oh man. So I was able to get it jump started, and then I took it up to AutoZone, the parts store, and bought a battery. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard me or not, but I was like sticker shock, man. It was almost $200 with tax and everything out the door for the battery. Holy crap! Yeah, Rick, this is probably from the dollar stores. It's Super Glue or Walmart, one of the two. But anything sticking to save my life. Green light. Okay, I don't know what this was. This is just the runny glue. I mean, I usually use the Usually I use the gel stuff, but I picked up this crap this time, and I'll never do that again. Yeah, but I could not believe how much a battery costs. I think I paid maybe $70 or something, somewhere in that range last time, 70 or 80. So, man, oh, man.
Yeah, that's the average what I buy. What did you buy? A truck battery. A truck battery is worth about $200-300.
Yeah. Well, this is for a van, Chrysler van. Jeez, oh man.
But all these new cars,
I didn't have.
these new,
And it was already late. I didn't have time or patience to like shop around for a better price. I just said the hell with it. I bought it because I figured even if it saved me a few bucks by the time I drive all over the place to find, because this was the closest place to me. So I was like, whatever. I just was not happy. After working, all day long, and then you come out and your car's dead. You're like, geez. I guess it's better than if it was first thing in the morning. I wouldn't have been able to go to work because where our driveway is, it's only a one-car driveway. So I would have had everything blocked in, and then everything's nose in. So I wouldn't even been able to jump it.
Oh, good news, Maymon.
Yeah,
2 subscribers away from 100. That's going really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check them out if you're not.
Well, at least you don't do what some idiot does every now and then, once in a while when he's in a hurry, locking his keys in the car or locking his keys in the house. I won't mention name.
Yeah, that would have been not fun.
Oh, especially my house, it's Fort Knox, so once I lock myself out, I can't get back in again. Yeah. So you haven't got any other glue with you there, Dave?
What's that?
You haven't got another type of glue there with you, or is that the only super glue you got?
Well, I mean, I got like this Faller glue. I just picked that up. I haven't tried that yet. And then I got this Model Master. This is stuff I like for building, but Model Master, I guess they're not making it anymore or something. I got that E6000. It was stuck on there good, and then when I heated that up to solder the wire on, it made the glue come loose.
It crystallized.
This side's on okay. Yeah. I should have soldered that first, I think, and then I gotta see if I can do something better with that. Maybe I could drill a hole through and put a little screw, hold that plate in, hold that wiper in.
On a little screw, yeah. Yeah, you can try to do that, yeah.
And this way I have to worry about glue holding it. Like I said, the last one I did didn't give me any troubles. Even it didn't come loose when I heated it up or anything. For whatever reason, this one just wants to be a real bugger.
Because when I look at the bolts the one that I've got here, when I look at what with the, I know this is the other one with the truck mount coupler, but I mean they're still the same. The plastic isn't very thick at all. I mean, I as I showed you before, I use phosphorus bronze. Just drill out a couple of holes, and I'd feed the phosphorus bronze wire through it. So I'll like weave it in. Oh, you're going again, Kyle. Okay, geez. Yeah. Enjoys the night shift, I gather, eh?
Yeah, I think he does. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Closet Branch.
G'day, Closet Branch, how are you? Yeah, so I quickly went and done the bench work. I've only I just done the little box, and I didn't put any cross bearers or anything in it because it's only going to be temporary. Um,
Oh, you said for the
but I just
addition?
need a bit more. Pardon?
You said for the addition?
Yeah, I'm
For
just going to
the
put just.
addition?
Yeah, well, I'm just going to add a bit of extra length so I can actually have a few carriages,
Yeah.
down and off the end of on the line. Even if I get about 5, 6 carriages, I'll be happy. And just do some switching, and I'll show how I do the blocks and that, and then I don't have any spare BD20s. I'm still waiting for another shipment of them, and yeah, but I can still do the blocks and show them how I set it all up.
Did you mute yourself?
How did that happen?
I don't know. I
The
thought I
second
did
time
it,
it's
but
happened.
must have hit something. I thought I did it, but
Oh, that's odd.
couldn't get it to come up.
No. Yeah, no. So I'm going to do video series how I do the block and how I join it all up for the time being.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'm definitely watch that.
Yeah, because I'm going to see the specialist on Wednesday my time in the morning for the surgery on my hand. So I'm guessing roughly about 4.5, 5 weeks I'll have the surgery done on my right hand. So I'm trying to get everything done before that, you see.
Yeah.
Because once I do that, it'll be 2 months before I get out of the bandage, you see.
Nah, that's gonna be rough.
Yeah, especially when you're right hand dominated too. That's going to be the hard part because you can't get it wet. And then about another 2, 3 months of physiotherapy.
Yeah. I don't envy you, man.
Well, it's supposed to have been done this time last year, Dave. But the insurance company decided to say, no, we're not. No, that's not part of the accident, not part of your wreck. So, engine from the accident. So, I've been fighting for it for the last 12 months.
That's a shame, man. That's a shame.
Well, the insurance company was supposed to support me. This is my insurance company, or the working company's insurance company. We weren't in fault. And they know where to claim the cost. They were supposed to support me, but I haven't had any support. I just wish we had an American legal system here, because I tell you what, I'll have to take them to the cleaners.
Mm-hmm.
Along
Yeah,
with
because
everybody else.
more damage done because you had to wait so long.
Well, I just hope I haven't got permanent nerve damage in my fingers. Because I'm starting to lose. I'm starting to lose feeling in my ring finger and my little finger. I'm getting pins and needles in there now. And just holding the cordless drill and doing a couple of bits and pieces here at home, it was agony today.
Yeah. Rick said him and his wife were train watching about 30 miles away from home, and his battery went bad. Yeah, at least I was only a mile away from home. The wife was able to come up, and then the funny thing is we couldn't really jump it with the car. For whatever reason it was, I mean, I had it on there for like a freaking, I don't know, almost an hour. It wasn't charging. So we had to call. With our insurance company, we have like roadside assistance.
Yeah.
They came and they were able to jump it. And they tested it to see, well, the alternator's working, so it should just be the battery. So, I mean, he put his jumper, he had like a portable jumper thing on it. He brought a tow truck and everything in case we had to tow it. They came in, a tow truck. But, and it fired right up. As soon as he barely hooked it up, I kicked the key and it went, So, and this glue is just pissing me off. It's just not sticking whatsoever. I've been sitting here holding it the whole time. It still won't stick. It's crazy.
Hey, Jason.
Anyways,
yeah, I have had the afternoon siesta, thanks Jason, while you were sleeping, so was I.
Hey,
For about
Jason.
half an hour. It's all right. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed very shortly. Don't worry. I'll be going to bed soon. I mean, it's coming to 11 o'clock over here now.
You'll have a couple months of resting up, and that's all you'll be able to do is be on live streams when you're out with your hand.
What else can I do? I do want to.
Glue is junk.
Yeah, I'll be.
Different glue upstairs.
I'll be sending in that glue to its grave.
Well, I gotta quit messing with it. All I was gonna do is I'm tearing up the plastic and stuff, and I'm gonna have a mess on my hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can buy it over there. I think you can. I chucked all mine away. One lot of glue that I do use quite often, it is a little bit expensive, but it just about glues anything together. It's called Sept. I don't know if you heard of it. So the bottle about big with green and pink label on it. I'll find that pretty good, and it usually dries within about 30 seconds to 60 seconds. It pretty much dries up, and I mean, you can even glue white metal and brass, everything together.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily worried about the cost of it as much as if it works, you know. If something's going to work good, I mean, you know, if it costs a few bucks more than something else, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
This is aggravating, man.
Well,
I gotta take the interior out and paint it and everything anyways, you know, so I mean, I'm not no real big hurry, but it's still, you know.
It's frustrating that you can't get your steps done the way you want to.
It's ridiculous. So much for super glue, right? Some super glue that is.
Yeah, well, see, because we've been in lockdown, I haven't been able to get to my hobby shop that sells the kits and glues and paints nearby. I had to go to the hardware store, and I just got this. It says 10 seconds. I'm drawing this.
Yes, and I've used that before. I like that. I like the gel stuff better than the liquidy stuff, you know.
Yeah, I find this one good. I'll put my these resin truck kits together using this. And I've actually found it quite good, and it's reasonably cheap. And it bonds pretty strong in the heart too. Yeah. So I'll get that painted, and I've got to get this table cleaned up so I can do that panel up.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you guys. Do you guys use any kind of? I have a Windows computer. It's a HP. It's not a Mac. So whatever the heck that is, I'm not a tech guy. I'm looking for some kind of a free or cheap graphics art type program. I want to make panel designs for my yards and stuff where I'm gonna put the switches.
Yeah.
What's his name? Larry Puckett, the VCC guy.
Yeah.
He's has a couple of series of 3 or 4 videos, 4 or 5 videos, whatever. And how he does it, he just makes it on a he didn't show how he made it, like the graphics part of it. He just had to use the graphics art program to make it and draw the lines and everything out, and then printed it out on photo paper and made the little box, and it just looks really nice and neat and professional. I'm just trying to find something that I could use. You know, the only thing I see on my computer is that Microsoft Paint, and that's, I don't know, I was messing with it yesterday a little bit, and it's not going great.
Well, that's what I use. I used the little panels that I've done. My printer keeps messing up on me, but I use Microsoft Paint. I still running Windows 7 on my desktop computer. I was going to upgrade it, but I'm glad I didn't now because I've got the Windows 10 and it hasn't got all those features here. So I've actually, I mean, you got to play with it, but I actually managed to do a little panel on that, and then get sticky paper, right, and have it printed on that, and just peel it off and put it on your plastic board. I'll just
But it just
switch
looks really
camera.
nice. I mean, he made them look so nice, and they're like laminated and all this stuff. And
Oh yeah, you
I
can
just need
eliminate
to.
that. But I just done a quick one. I'll just switch my camera, so I'm trying not to get everybody dizzy while I'm doing it.
I was playing with it a little bit last night, so I think I will keep playing with
This here. See, this
Yeah,
is my panel here, temporary
yeah. I
panel.
mean, that's basically all I want to do, and then put the push buttons in there. I'm gonna put LEDs in there too.
Yeah, well, this one's only a mini one. I wanted to get it done in A4, right? But this is all done on Microsoft Paint. And I put the buttons in. This is just an experimental board, right?
And
So I can work out
how big did you make that board?
now let me put this camera down. I'll get the tape measure.
It just be ballpark. Don't have to be exact.
Okay, where did my tape measure run away to? Oh, here it is. It's 12 inches by 12 by 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's 12 by 6, but as I said, it's only a temporary one. Now, I'm redoing it because I want to have this turntable box in here, right, with the track going through it. So it might be a little bit bigger, but I'll end up putting that on my new switch panel that I'm making, because the new switch panel is going to be in sections. If that makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah, because I'm going to have on the switching panel, I'm going to have a section for this part of the layout. Then, of course, when I expand it, it's just going to have basically switching for the yards and going into the yards, and everything else will be just automated. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Let me swap cameras. Yeah, I just want to try to make it reasonably simple, so I don't have to rely on JMRI or the computer to operate the layout. I'll have the switchboard there, and on the main line itself, I mean, I'll have the block signals there, and they'd be able to work automatically for that program, right? You see.
Yeah.
As what I've been reading up on, you can actually have the signals work automatically in your blocks, and you can just control your signal at your points, at your switches that takes you into a yard or something, or coming out of a yard. So we're just going to have this basically a yard panel. That's all it's going to be.
Yeah. Well, that's all I'm looking to do is a yard, like for my different yards and stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna do like the whole main line in that or not. We'll see. But I figured for the yard areas, just so you know, all the switches will be lined up and the toggles, and I'll have the LEDs.
Yeah.
In the yards, I might do those little ground LEDs, ground like signals or whatever.
Yeah, dwarf signals. Yeah.
Yeah, dwarfs. Yeah. On the main line, I'll do regular signals, and I'll hook those up through the those lighted or whatever you're talking about. That's why I want to see how you do that.
Yeah.
But,
well, I was reading up. I was reading up the last couple of nights because the signals that I've got, the Australian signals, at the moment on this section here, and it relies a little bit on the British rule, but it's only a three lights on the head. Right, you only got the green, yellow, and red, and even within my area itself, we've only got the 3 lights. And what I was trying to work out, has JMRI got what's the appropriate system for it? Because it's simple. The signalling system we got now, south of Sydney, is a very simple system.
Yeah.
So I'm actually looking at doing the British rail signalling because it's got what I need and it's straightforward, simple. Like when you got your turnout, you have your flashing amber light. You know, like in the US, you've got the 2 heads. When you got a turnout, you have the bottom one that's actually flashing with your amber. We have your amber that you go into a turnout. But I'm just trying to work on the one signal. What do you mean again? We're still talking about it.
Yeah, Jason. Hey, Troy and Darren and anybody else that said hi to you. How are you? Hey, Wilmer, I see you in there too. Jason, we don't always talk about any of that kind of stuff. You know me. I'm gonna beat that horse to death until I finally understand how that stuff works, man. Oh, man, I'll tell you, I'm excited about doing it. I just gotta, understand it. And a lot of it, I guess, is just gonna be trial and error.
Yeah, well,
I didn't know Jason left. I know he was in there, and then he left, and now he's back.
Yeah, he probably had to make breakfast for the family.
Yeah, meeting this cool baby.
The only thing I'm fearing at the moment is programming. Wiring it all up, soldering it all up as to the instruction, that's for me simple. Hey, Ron, what are you doing up this time of the night? Should be in bed.
Hey, Ron.
Like me. Probably just had his power turned back on. I think we've had some wicked storms up north and west. Yeah,
Did they miss you?
Just looks like it has. Out west of here, probably about 400 miles west of here, they actually had a tornado, which is very, very rare. Hit today, and Sydney copped it pretty bad, and it's actually going from north to south, which is rare. So it's missed us, but it's so eerie, quiet, and calm outside. I can hear the steelworks outside. If I go outside, I can see the steel mill working. That's how quiet it is. Yeah, it's not midnight yet. No, he's right.
Man, it's cold here this morning. I woke up, it was like 48 degrees out Fahrenheit. Oh, man.
Oh, it's been crazy. We had 4 seasons in one day.
Winter time already, you know.
Yeah, well, we're in spring.
Over fall went to winter.
Yeah, I think. Well, we've gone from summer to winter and back to summer again, probably about 6 times today. It's been crazy. But I managed to get me woodwork done outside, so.
No, that's good.
Okay, shoot. Okay, shoot, Jason. What's your question? What do you use for HO scale gravel road? Clay.
Well, I've used.
That's what I use. You can use.
Grout. That's what I was going to use. Sandy grout.
Yeah, you can use tile grout, but I've actually used
you could probably use fine ballast or like an N scale ballast or something like that. Probably.
Yeah, you could. I don't have any with me, but what I used in the past was it's like clay, but it's been dried and pulverized. Yeah, the gravel road. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What I did was I actually got the clay and had it dried and pulverised that, and then you get it like a talcum powder. And then you spear it over on the actual road. But if you want the gravel road, if you got a concrete plant or something like that nearby that's got the blue metal or gravel dust, you get the dust filament. And then get your tea strain and your strain, and you get the real fine dust out of it.
Yeah. Now, when I did the gravel by the old on the old layout by the grain elevator, I experimented with just a quickcrete, the concrete mix, but I sifted out the powder, the cement powder.
Yeah.
And I used that. It worked out pretty good. I did that in a couple of different areas, and it gets a little grainy and stuff too. So, I mean, just kind of experiment. Now, I haven't used the grout yet, but I've seen people use it. It seems like it works out okay, or just real fine ballast could work too.
Yeah, you can get fine ballast. I mean, a lot of times when you see them doing piping and stuff like that, they use fine dust. So you can actually get, say, a coffee tin, whatnot of that, and just take it home and use one of those tea strainers and sift it. I'll actually do one up for you this weekend if you want.
Let me see if I have some.
Jason, since I've extended my layout by 4 foot, I'm going to put a road in, so I might as well.
I have fine ballast here. It's pretty fine. You could use that, Jason. That's fine. Really fine. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not.
Yeah.
But probably not with the camera. But I mean, it's like so fine, that stuff. I don't know if it'll focus.
Yeah, that is pretty fine.
And that's what I'm seeing. It's just fine ballast.
Yeah.
But, I've used that too. But I was going to use that I was going to use that for my tracks this time because I feel like the medium's a little too big. Like for my track ballast.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you. I don't paint my gravel. I just use the actual natural colour as it is. I don't have to change it, whatnot. I just smooth it out. I'll actually do if you can wait till next week, I'll have a video up for you, Jason. I'll do a video up and show you how I do it.
You can do that too, Ron. Paint the base whatever color you're going to do it, whatever the road's going to be or the parking lot or whatever. Mix medium and fine for your track. Yeah, that makes sense too. I may do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I've been doing with my road bed. Actually, I've been painting it like a gray color first, so that if you do have some bare spots here and there, it kind of won't stick out so much.
Yeah. I use basically a dirty colour. I can't remember what it is. I'll get the jar when I get later. But I use that as my base colour. And then I'll do my scenery over the top. I might change a little bit of colour at the end, but you're not going to see that wood coming out of it, the wood grains and that, you know. Yeah, well, I'm going to do I will do it up in the next. I'll probably get to do it on the weekend. I should have it by Monday, Tuesday, my time, which is day behind you guys. So you'll be able to have a look how I do it. It's not going to be anything fancy.
Oh, man, I'm so itching to do scenery, man. I just can't get ahead of myself. I want to do something so bad.
I wished I was able to do the other part to it. I was going to raise it up and do the 4x8 behind me, but it just means I haven't been doing it. I love doing scenery. I love doing the scenery.
Yeah.
And I've got to hit these kids up next door. They keep throwing their toys outside the yard and pinch their Lego. They need to pinch their Lego. So I'm going to do my bridge abutments and retaining walls and that.
You can use the Legos, you said?
Yeah, I use Legos.
Is that what you said?
Yeah,
That's not a
I
bad
use
idea,
Legos as a mold. I use that as a mold, and you can reuse
you
it.
actually get the little line in there for like your dividing lines.
Well, you got the marks there, and you can make them pretty rustic. You see.
Yeah.
You can do it real rustic. I mean, I have done it in the past. Actually, I'll dig it up. You might actually get a glance at it. In one of my past videos, let me have a look.
Yeah, Ryan, that's what I'm trying to get up and running is the trains. I'm trying to get the main line up and around, but
yeah,
no rush. I gave myself like a December, hopefully a December date to get the main line connected. But if not, it'll be what it'll be. I'm not going to rush it.
Yeah. I think it's
yeah.
I think it's in this one.
I got a static grass applicator. It was a cheap one. I don't know, like $40.
That's something I've got to.
But it was.
I've got to do. Okay, I'm gonna.
I may try to make
one. I'll send everybody the link.
Huh?
I'm sending you guys a link to one of my videos. If you have a look around near the when you got time. Did I send it through? Yeah. I've I think it's gone through. Has it gone through? Yeah. You can actually see the
Where'd you order your trees from, Jason? So I make mine. I don't order them. Oh, hey Lee, let's bring Lee up. He's in the basement. I didn't know he's done. Sorry, Lee, I didn't pay no attention.
It's okay.
Still get used to this thing.
It's okay, mate. How are you?
Generator, what is that? You buy everything else I had. Oh, okay. I've seen guys where they make them out of those little fly swatter things for static grass applicators. I like to modify the one I have. Mine has the one where it's like it has the thing on top and you have to like turn the whole thing upside down and you just don't have as much control. I want to get something that has more of a like sifting basket kind of thing where you can kind of go that way with it. I wonder if I can modify that.
Has anyone seen that one? Have you seen the one Steve Childers built?
No.
Steve Childers done a video on one he made.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, he made one. I can't think. It was only recent. It was over the lockdown. I know that. I'm getting a scene it. I'm gonna get one, but I don't know whether to build one. You can build. I watched a video on building one out of a fly swatter.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Jason, are those like plastic armatures, or is it the actual like the Super Tree stuff that you order from Scenic Express? I've never really used those armatures that you can bend, and you know what I mean. I've always used like the Super Trees, or
I've used those armatures and I hate them.
Yeah, I've never tried them.
Actually, Micromark. I bought the last static applicator I bought was for Micromark in the US. and on the end of it actually had a tea strainer on the end of it.
What did
The
it
only
have on
problem
there?
was it's only one side.
Like a strainer?
Micro Mark had it. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if they still have it or not.
Okay, so you guys
It
didn't
ran
know
off.
here. Jason was just saying he bought those trees from Midwest Model Railroad. He's this IMRRO.com. That's
Yeah.
Eric. He has a 5% discount code for anybody that doesn't know. I usually use
Okay.
DG Model Works because he's also got a 5% code, but I didn't realize Eric had one too. So
Well,
yeah, I mean,
I've got enough for now. I mean, the section that I'm doing now, I'm not going to balance the
that's
track
nice.
because I'm going to reuse the track.
Yeah,
They're
Thanks for telling
trees
me.
I've made with armatures, all different ones.
yeah, they're good. I tried buying some of the cheap ones off of the Wish for those Chinese ones.
Yeah, I've
They're
got
cleaner,
the
man.
ones. I've
Boy,
got
they're
ones off the Wish that are not on this layout. They're on Anfield Road. 'Cause I'm back up in the loft as well. I've been wiring up track, but I'm making.
that's a good idea. I'm
I'm
not trying to
making
modify
things
the
on the
one I
bench at the
have.
moment for Anfield Road, so I'm just keeping busy.
Yeah.
Oh, here you going, Jason, you poor bugger. You've got to go to work. I'm going to go
Ah,
to bed. Talking about going to bed. Or don't sleep. I'm going to go to sleep while you're working. While you're working.
you'll be going. I'll be working on the layout. Well, I'm working on on the workbench at the moment, building.
Is that the knock one, Jason?
I'm making them at the moment. I'm building out of matches. I'm building
All
with.
right. Well, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Once I've done them, how I do them, I'm going to do a video on how I make them. But until I've done the replica version, I don't know how I'm doing it. I've made about 4 different ones, and I'm not happy with them, and they've just been get put to the side, and that's the way they do.
Okay. What I've used, Indian Head Railway. What I actually used, balsa wood this last time on the curve.
Yeah, I've
In
used coffee
between, because it was
stirrers
just easy
before
to get
now.
the improvement in it, or use styrene plastic and just rough it up a bit to get your texture.
All right. I did a video on this a while back. It didn't come out the best, but I'll show you what I like to use. I've done this.
Do you like
This
leaving
from
me
my
up big?
what?
You still got me up big.
Oh yeah.
You're always doing it, Dave.
Well, you know,
You forget.
I'm old, man. Remember? Look at that
Tell you
stupid
now,
lighting
is
thing.
that are you still working on that loco?
Oh man, it's that stupid lighting kit. I can't get the glue to stick. So I use this stuff. Yeah, Walmart foam sheet,
Yeah, I've used that for air crossings.
and I've had great luck with it. I don't know. I did my whole downtown area with it the last time. You know, you could cut it into strips. It fits right in. This isn't the right size, but fits right in between. This is code 100 though, so I don't know if it'd be different. It might be too high for 83. It fits right down in. You just cut the strips.
Yeah.
Do you know what
And then,
else you can use as well?
For the
Cork.
for the side, I just double this up and overlap it over the rail. Hang on, over the, what do you call it there? The ties. Trying to get this closer. I got my camera too far away. But it gets it right up and close there. Is that even showing up at all?
Yeah.
I was totally messing. But I mean, it comes like, seriously really even. And I've done that in my yards and stuff where the tracks are. And nice thing is it's cheap. I think it's like 35 cents a sheet or something. It Walmart. It comes in. This is black, but I've gotten it in gray. It paints up nice too. You can paint it. Craft paints. I've used spray rattle can paint on it, but you can't go real heavy, just light coats. I don't know if it'll eat
Yeah.
it away if you go too heavy with that stuff, but it works. For me, it works great. And I use it, and then I don't know if I can show you or not, but you can put like impressions in it real easy, like cracks in it. And
Yeah.
I did road cracks and lines in it. In fact, my swing gate that I did, that's what that is down there. I was able to put like crack lines in there, and I just took some gloss black paint and like with a fine brush and like made tar lines and stuff there. Now the striping is I think it's Highway and Byways or one of those the striping kit for them. It's not the transfer stuff, it's the actual stick decals. But that stuff works nice. It's cool. Hell, you can even use uh, like for the whiteboards where you can put lines in. I can't think of what it's called, but it's like thin tape. I use it for my
Yeah.
pipe loads and stuff. I use that for my strapping and that. You get a different widths and that. And you can even use that for striping. You can get it in white, yellow, whatever colors. Or I've even used colored electrical tape for lines.
Yep.
You just have to, you have to measure it out and cut it, and with a what do you call it, blade, X-Acto blade. And that it's a little more time consuming than just pulling a strip off of a piece of paper. But I like this stuff. It works good for me.
I've
I may
used
try a little bit, and the thing of it is, it's not messy. Like when you get to doing stuff with plaster, then you got to make sure you get the joints in between real nice and everything. It's such a mess.
Yeah, that's why.
I may try
That's
that a little bit, smooth it and stuff. I may try that next time, just to try it.
why I gone with. That's why I went with balsa wood, because when I've done the diesel facility, because I wanted to do a similar what's down here in Port Kimball, where they got a concrete pad around the engine facility. And when I found out how easy it was to work with the balsa wood, the only thing I don't like about it in the big area is, it is a little bit grainy. I didn't sand it enough, but I did what I could. But on the grade crossing here, it actually worked out pretty good. And I just had a nice thickness. I think it was 3 mil. And I think that's 3 mil. Sorry, we'll go in metric here. 3 mil balsa wood.
Yeah, I've used coffee stirrers before now.
Yeah, you can do that on the K100. Yeah.
I'm trying to be international here, Roy. Container Man says if I lost my mind having a Brit and an Aussie in the panel at the same time.
Oh, it's the international theme, isn't it? Come on, Container Man. We're all allies here. Come on.
I could tell my wife I'm an internationally renowned model railroad
Well,
man. What can I say?
Exactly.
I said she's a lucky girl. She don't realize how lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're traveling the world and not living in your basement. You're right. The only time we're going to have problems, we have any Frenchmen coming in here.
Yeah, I don't know.
They'd be very anti-American and British and Australian at the moment because we cancelled the submarine contract with them.
Yep. Well, they'd have to speak English because I don't speak French. So.
No. Well,
I took French in high school. I know a couple words.
Yeah, so do I. Fichet.
You know what, though?
Hey?
Let's see. Usually, James is in here. I didn't see him today.
Yeah.
From Canada. I don't see him up there today.
He's probably still in bed. Yeah, he's usually on by now.
Sparky's probably working, so he's at work probably.
Yeah, no, Sparky will be working, yeah.
Yeah, James usually.
Yeah, he usually is. Yeah, it's a wonder he hasn't turned up yet. But yeah,
Well, I got redneck in here. I got Troy, so we got that nationality.
Yeah,
He's from
yeah.
Oklahoma down there, Sooner. And we got
I'm a
got the
Aussie
Razor, we got
hillbilly
the
redneck.
Razorback down there, Jason. We don't speak the Queen's English, you know.
Well, I don't speak the Queen's English either.
I don't think anyone does.
I barely,
No,
I
you
barely,
do.
I barely speak
You do.
English.
Yeah,
All right, Troy, we'll see you, man. Thanks for stopping
we
in,
talk
man.
Australian here, just to confuse
See
the
you,
Queen's
Troy.
English.
Yeah,
We got our own lingo here.
yeah. What's like I was saying, just here in the United States, you have different dialect, kind of from, like Troy. He's from Oklahoma. He's got more of a southern
Yeah.
accent to him. Train Freak has a little bit of that going on too, and maybe not so much. Troy's is pretty thick. People say here in Cleveland we have our own dialect. I don't know. No idea.
Well, you do.
Lee
You do.
speaks the Queen's English.
Yeah, I do. I do, yeah.
But my problem is when I get home to the US,
Oh my God, I can imagine you picking up a southern twang with your accent. Oh my God, that's gonna be funny as hell.
oh, it will be, yeah. I have to
Yeah.
learn to speak slower because
Samoa?
I don't understand. Yeah, down at home in South Carolina, I have to talk slower. They cannot understand me. I talk too
Oh,
fast.
slower. See, I thought you said Samoan.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell you speak Samoan?
No, slower,
Yeah.
not Samoan.
See, it's a damn language of yours. I can't understand it.
It's the language
It
barrier.
It takes me a minute when you guys first come on. I gotta really listen. I don't know. As
Well,
we
you
go,
see,
it gets better.
that's the
When I
whole
first
idea.
started, what's that?
You see, this is the whole thing about the Aussie English, right? We talk in such a way that no bastard can understand us. It just totally confuses us. It confuses everybody.
It does.
And that all started from the days of the convicts. Because the convicts actually had a different, a slang way of talking, so the soldiers, the redcoats, wouldn't understand it.
That makes sense. Wasn't that where England sent all the prisoners?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. I just gotta remember how you guys say the A's and the R's and everything else like that. Oh, it'd be good once this lockdown. It'd be good once this lockdown's over. I can actually I'm going to do a video footage in the local harbour in Wollongong, which was the last project that the actual convicts in Australia worked on before slavery was abolished. Yeah, well, there's one word that I is in the south. What is it? Dinner, tea. Yeah, that's one word we need to know. When it's dinner time. Yeah, but I remember like Tamasi. I was saying it, saying it completely wrong. I was saying it the way we would say it in Australia. Tamasi. Right. But when my stepsister was saying Tennessee, where's that? Then I showed her on the map, and she goes, "No, that's Tamasi." And I'm like, "Huh?" Say the A in a different way, you know?
Yeah.
Because when you look at Tennessee, yeah, so you say your A's and your E's, different to what we do over here. But it'll be a learning curve. Get back over there and give me 2-3 days.
That, I've heard that English is kind of a harder language than a lot of them to learn because there's so many different like dialects and stuff.
Yeah. What was my uncle and grandfather's, how do they say English was? Stupid English.
Jason wants you to
Kansas.
say Arkansas.
Oh, Kansas.
Kansas.
I'll give you some words to pronounce. Like the suburb that I grew up in, we call it Unanderra, right? I'll put the spelling up so everybody knows what I'm talking about.
See, I've always pronounced Arkansas as Arkansas. Like the S is silent, and you kind of run the ARK together, ARK. Now, whether that's right or not, that's what I've always pronounced it.
See, how would you pronounce that word that I just put up there?
And then Unanderra?
That's the way it's supposed to be said, right? Unanderra. But yeah, it's actually Unanderra.
Well, yeah, it's just a matter of a hard or a soft U, un or un.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely. So that's how he pronounces
the rules change on that.
Arkansas. See, that's how I've always pronounced it, Jason.
Yeah.
But I've heard it, different ways.
Yeah, Arkansas. Yeah, that's how I would pronounce it normally. Yeah, I'm just being a smart ass. But you see, Unanderra, the way my uncle and grandfather, because they were from Europe, they were saying Undera, because you use in our language.
Yeah.
In the Hungarian language and the Serbian Croatian, it's and yeah, it just thrown all the words out. But that's actually that's an Aboriginal word for Charcoal Creek or Blackman Creek.
Okay.
So I'm not being racist there when I'm saying black, but yeah, it's an Aboriginal word. The word is Blackman Creek or Charcoal Creek.
And you had a strange name up north.
Oh, let's not even go there. I'm just trying to think of the thing. Well, we have Taraji here, which is totally different.
That's
what's new? Oh, well, I'm just being me, Jason.
That's the way Artie's always been.
Well, there is a serious side of me. You know that, Jason. There is a serious side of me when it comes down to it. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody got to have that. You have fun when you can, and you're serious when you
got to have fun. Yeah, we got to have fun. We got to laugh. I mean, the laughter is the best therapy for everything,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yep, it is.
Yeah. I think I better go and take some paint. My shoulders are killing me. I'm going to have a look at this right-hand side of my neck, shoulder up in here. It's causing me all sorts of dramas. I'm going to have to take some painkillers and hit the sack, I think.
Yeah.
Well, don't pull the chain too hard, will you? You might get dragged along there, Jason. I might just drag you along. You're going to keep pulling my chain. I'll give you a ride of your life. Oh, me poppy nap. Yeah, well, I'm going to have me 5 hours sleep. I've got to wake up by the time Jason gets home from work to make sure he's done a decent day's job. Yeah. So you're going to buy some super glue or what, Dave?
No, I'm going to have to, I think. Let's see what else I have upstairs. I might have some of that gel stuff left.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Gorilla Glue. I think my daughter borrowed it from me, and I never got it back. See if she used it all if I have any left.
I like all the Gorilla Glues. The Gorilla Super Glue gels are good.
Yeah.
I've never used gel.
But I don't know why this stuff ain't working. It's crazy.
You don't know how long the stores had it in on the shelf, though, do you?
No, I have no
We don't
idea.
know how long it's been in the boxes because it's glues are like paint. They got a shelf life.
Yeah.
They're only good for so long, and then they just
Says it bonds skin in seconds. You get that right. One of my fingers and I got on the car. When I was gluing.
well, you were gluing your fingers pretty well with it the other day.
Oh, I know.
The best glue I like that we have here is Tamiya glue. It comes in a little jar. I've got none left of it, and it is for plastic. But I use it on a lot of for plastic kits mainly. But I use it. I've used it putting. I've tried using it on wood. It doesn't work because the wood soaks it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Jason, I was trying to glue that number 5 spring to the plastic truck. And I, soldered that wire. I had it glued on there, and when I soldered the wire on it, heated it up and came off. Now I just can't get it to stick back on there with this glue anyway, so I'm gonna have to figure something else out. I should have probably, soldered the wire and then tried to glue it originally, and I didn't.
Yeah, that's one way you do it. Solder the wire first, then glue it.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking. I was trying to do some like pre-stuff the other night, so I had to. When I did that on track Tuesday, I was trying to do some stuff in advance so I could actually finish the darn project, live on the show, and then I had all that issue with that coming apart, and I just didn't really get to do a good job with it. So I get it. The last one I did was fine. I think I actually used this glue, and it was fine. It stuck with no issues.
I can't remember.
Was
I'll have to go back and have a look at the other show.
what melt the truck with what, the soldering? Not that bad at soldering. Wow.
Actually, you know what it could. Where you might have an issue there. I was just thinking with one of the products, Lima, or you guys say Lima. You get certain types of plastic composites that's very oily and whatnot, and the glues won't bond to it. Now, if you soldered on that truck, you create a difference in the plastic compound. You probably got an oily residue out of the plastic. So
yeah.
So what's probably happening? That super glue is not bonding because it's got an oily surface on it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was working on my Lima cars and putting the KDs on, I was gluing them on. The only glue that would actually bond to it was Zappagat, because it actually melted in or bonded into that oily residue in the plastic. If that makes sense to you. You might just have to experiment with the glue, but you're going to have to clean that up now with that old super glue there before you put another one on top.
Yeah, I'd figure it out. I might try to do like I was saying, I might try to run a screw through there just to see if that'll work.
Yeah,
I just don't want to ruin the truck. I worry I'll ruin the truck. I don't want to do that, so I got to be careful. I'll figure it out.
Have you still got the old trucks? That's got the couple of mounted trucks. You still got these ones?
Yeah, well, this is one of them. I cut the coupler off of it.
Okay.
I'm using the original truck still.
Well, if you do mess it up and whatnot, let me know, because I should have that stuff off to you next week, so I'll throw one of these in there for you if you messed it up.
Oh, okay.
Let me know.
Cool.
I've got spare ones of these, so I'll shoot them over to you.
I'm just trying to find a way to do this more price effectively, I guess, where, you buy these lighting kits, and they want 20, $25 a piece to them.
Yeah.
For them, and it's like, well, geez, there's got to be a better way to do this.
See, Jason just ain't done to the screw.
Yeah, I see that. Monitoring.
Yeah, see, I was thinking
I
about
am
with the
trying
screw,
to.
you're gonna.
I got all this stuff hanging. Trying to get this metal. It's actually a KD number 5 spring that I modified. See, I'm making it into a wiper. I guess you call it a sweeper, wiper. I'm trying to glue it inside this truck so it'll touch the side of these wheels. And then I use that to light up some LED lights inside this passenger car.
So, what, you probably use one of the big screws, Jason. You probably use a monkey wrench on the little screw. You break the plastic.
Wouldn't put it past it with Jason.
No.
Well, I've had pretty good luck with like all those like Athearn like blue boxes and that have those metal clips to hold the on top of the coupler box to hold the couplers in. I run screws through those all the time because those damn things get loose and they fall off and they end up in the middle of your track and they short things out or they get caught up in things. So I don't even know where it's at now, but I bought the KD like kit for the whatever it is for the I can't think of a word for it. When you drill the holes out. I don't even know why I did with it. I used to have it. But I got the little pin vise, and I got this thing off of Wish or something. It's just a bunch of drill bits, or maybe Amazon. I got it. A bunch of different sizes. Now the only thing is they're pretty, not the strongest bits. Definitely made for, a lot of little ones in there, and a bunch of different pretty loose ones.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Jason.
For the pin vise, Might. What I'm talking about, if I can find them.
Yeah, so as I said, with what I see, the only best way to do it is do a couple of tiny holes and feed the phosphorus bronze wire to it.
Yeah, I'll get it figured out. No worries. It just frustrating me. I got these real tiny screws and stuff. We'll see.
Drill a little pilot.
Well, so this is the mistake that all us modelers have done. Right?
Yeah, we've all done modelling mistakes.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, we never married a Chinese woman, did we? Look at them. They can work on all these fine stuff. I mean, you have a look at all these models that they're making. With a real fine, intricate detail. I mean, geez, that's what we're doing wrong. We've got to find some Chinese woman that makes models and help us out.
Yeah. This way they make it all for us.
Yeah.
That's class, that one, Rick. They are a money pit.
Money pit number 2. Yeah, you ain't kidding, man. Holy mackerel. They are a money pit for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt, Ron. It would be flush. I wouldn't. I'd use a very short screw. It wouldn't be. If I try it, it won't be anything that sticks up. It'll be flush with this. Because if you think about it, this sticks up a little bit. This is on the underside. It's not on the top side. I got it on the underside, and I'm running the wire up through like that. I don't know if you can even see that. So it's on the bottom. On the bottom. I'm just kind of coming up through like that around it. So, but yeah, if it was up on the top side of it, I definitely have to be careful for clearance when I went on the top side instead of the bottom. The bottom, I figured there's more clearance, so that's why I did that. But I'll get it figured out. No worries. Damn it. I know what I need to do. I mean, I just got to get the glue to stick. I mean, it definitely works because I already did a car this way. And it worked just fine. But just for whatever reason, this glue's giving me fits. So.
Yeah, the hobby might be a bit of a money pit, but it's actually a hidden inheritance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
My kids aren't going to get any money when I die. So I'm going to be in the railroad. I'm going to have to make a list of what things cost so they can sell it. Try to make some of it back.
Yeah.
Well, the wife knows. The kids don't have to know. The wife will go, right, okay, I need $400. I'll just sell that engine this week or this month or whatever it is.
Yeah,
The
that's
kids
true.
won't know. It's like the poor bugger here.
I will probably be selling some stuff when things finally get up and running. I got to go through some of this stuff. I've just been, since I tore it down, I've been on like this buying spree just in case I need it, and it's like, well, I'll probably use that. I'm going to pick it up because it's a good price, But now it's like, man, what the hell am I going to do with all this stuff?
That's true what Jason's put there. It keeps me out of trouble as well.
God.
Well, that's very true, Jason. That's very, very true. And the other thing is our partners, if we have, I haven't got one, but I mean, one of my exes that helps me out every now and then, at least she can say, well, at least we can see, and even with psychologist at the moment, he says, at least you can show where your money's going to. You're not gambling it away. You're not drinking it, and at least you got something to show for at the end of the day.
Yep.
Yeah,
Or they know
that is true.
if you're working on the railroad, they know where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she always knew where I was. If I wasn't at home or work, I'd be at a hobby shop.
Yeah, that's that. I went to my model shop yesterday to go and order.
Yeah, she wouldn't think I was going to one of those entertainment places,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I used to live in them joints when I was a kid, younger, not a kid, but compared to what I am now.
Yeah, well, it is an investment.
I don't know how many girls I put through college. Those places they're all going to medical school.
Yeah. It's not an easy job either.
No.
But what was it? What was I going to say? A guy here about 6-7 years ago, he was going through a divorce, and he thought, oh, beauty, he can keep all his trains to himself. The problem was his ex-wife's lawyer got onto what he's got with assets, because they were splitting up the assets and money-wise. His argument was he has no money, but the lawyer turned around and said, well, you got all these trains. They're worth some money. You're going to have to sell it all off.
Oh, man.
So the poor bugger.
That hurts more than losing his wife. Probably hurt him more than losing the wife, right?
Oh, it's all right. We helped him out.
Good.
We bought his stuff, and we kept it for his safe keeping. He can have it back when he needs it, and he can afford to get a bit of it back. He just can't.
That's good, at least he had that option.
Yeah. Yeah, we all got together and said, we'll help you out. We'll buy you stuff to get you out of trouble, and then when you want it back, just come back and see us.
Yeah.
I still got some of his Husky well cards. Some of his well cards here. If he wants them back, he's going to have to come and see me. Otherwise, they go to the US with me.
Try to scrape off some of that glue.
I'm looking
much of it on
down.
there.
I've got to put a new shelf up under the layout table on my workbench. I've put it there, but I need to put it secure. But I can't be bothered. I keep working on something on the workbench instead.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to get a top up. Hang on.
See you in a bit.
Should go find that other glue. I thought I had upstairs. Might leave you in charge, Lee. Go find that glue.
No. Oh, you'll leave me in charge, will you?
I don't know. I'll probably go off the rails and leave you in charge.
See you again, Wilma. Take it easy. Have a good day. See you in the streams.
I'm gonna clean off some of that glue. Maybe rough this up a little bit. Maybe something will stick to it. I don't know.
You can only but try, can't you?
Yeah. What just boggles my mind that the same glue worked on the other stuff.
Else. Yeah, it does. You think to yourself, why did it work on that job, but yeah, it didn't work on this job? You're thinking to yourself.
Ah, well.
Yeah,
I'll find something that works.
I spent a whole day yesterday cleaning this layout and the loft layout.
Yeah, I gotta do some cleaning too. I try to clean as I go, like when I'm working on stuff. Try to clean up as I go, but it don't always work out.
Yeah, I've been soldering droppers at the moment on the loft layout. I'm rewiring all the track on the loft layout.
I should do some of that. I gotta drop.
It's a long process as well. Putting dropper wires in, it's a long process.
I marked out some areas with Jason's help. I marked out some areas. I'm gonna drop some. I have to cut some joints in the tracks and run my some new feeders down and hook up the BD20s for the blocks. I just haven't done it yet. I've been putting it off and doing other things, and so I kind of got to back up a little bit and do that. Hey, John.
Good job.
And do that and then keep moving forward. I finally got the cork. It's all glued down on the one side of the peninsula. I could probably come around with some track laying there, but I have some tortoises I want to install prior to that over by the grain elevator. I think I might work on that today. I get to go have a fun afternoon today. I have a root canal scheduled for 2:30. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
That is, because you're not going to want to do anything after that.
No, that's what I mean. I try to tinker around with some things today before that. And thankfully, I don't have to travel too far. It's just around the corner from my house where I have to go. And then
the most painful bit for us, for our dental work here in Australia, Dave, it's not the extraction or the root canal or anything like that. It's the bill that you get afterwards.
Yeah, that's too. I have to have some crowns done with the one needs a root canal before I can have it done. So I don't know. I was having all kinds of pain a couple weeks ago. My dentist put me on some antibiotics for it, and that helped. But still needs to.
Our dentistry is too expensive. I'm just trying to just nurse mine at the moment and just doing some patch-up work. And I'll wait till I get back home next year. And there's a dental surgery in Spartanburg down there, and I'm going to get my teeth sorted out down there.
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper, even with the airfare. It'll still be a lot cheaper.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do the crowns this year or early next year. It just depends what's going to work out best for insurance, as far as like co-pays and all that.
Yeah. You see, our extractions over here, we're paying at least, $250 for extractions?
Oh, yeah? Seems like a lot.
Yeah. When I was in Spartanburg and getting myself ready to have some dentures put in, it cost me, what I had to take out 3, it cost me $40 each extraction. I go, well, I might as well just bear with it and come over here. I've got one tooth that needs to come out, but they got a new thing down there where they can actually make a mold of the tooth that you got. When they pull the tooth out, they put a new one back in its place.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give that a go.
Yeah.
So Jason's getting dental support as well.
Yeah, I think they said the cost for this for me, my portion after insurance, was going to be around $200 for this root canal. So I have pretty good health insurance through my job, but the dental insurance is, I mean, it's better than nothing, but it's not the greatest.
Mm. Yeah, well, I'm going to.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that idea, Roy.
What's that?
Take a loan out to pay for the root canal, but double it, so then you can buy a DCC sound locomotive, compensate for the pain.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Running all his taken out. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is the best option or not. Maybe. I guess if you get somebody who can make the, like if you're gonna go dentures, if you have dentures, I don't know.
Well, see, what messed up my tooth is, you know yourself, working in a hospital, all that oxygen and whatnot, anesthetics and whatnot when you're being put under and that, and the Ventolins, they just decay your teeth before with all the oxygen and that, and that's what messed up my
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. 8,000.
Oh my God.
So,
Man.
did you already do that, Jason, or is that something you have to do?
Gee, that's expensive. What did it cost me? It cost me all up. Let's take the airfare out of it. To get my dentist, I've got to get another tooth fixed up here to put my dentures back in. It cost me about $1,000 all up.
No.
And that was cash.
I'm going to try
to
preserve mine as best I can.
Yeah. And what my airfare was, $900 return, round trip. So you can, for another $2,000, I haven't. It was actually quite good. It wasn't expensive.
Yeah.
Over here, for me to have it done, it was going to cost me $10,000-$12,000. It's like, no way. Yeah, but Ron, that's a problem with us here. Not all dentists are the same price, but when you do have private, we have Medicare here, which is basically a public health system. Dental is not covered in it. Your glasses are not covered in it. But when you have private health cover, which gives you that extra, you only get 40% of the money back. So it's really not really worth it. That's if you're lucky, 40%. Some of them only give you 20% back.
Yeah. It's all a racket, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really want dentures, so I'm trying to do what I can to keep my own keep for the most
Well,
part. I mean, I may
keep
end
your
up with
own teeth
partial
as long as you
dentures.
can.
Yeah, I do way better now with my teeth than I did when I was younger, as far as taking good care of them. I mean, I always brush them and stuff. I never was a big flosser, and I didn't go to the dentist as much as I should have,
Mm.
But my insurance covers 2 cleanings a year, and then so much for fillings and X-rays and all that kind of stuff. It's not bad, but it's still money. I mean, cleanings are covered and stuff, but I feel like almost every 6 months I'm having to get at least some kind of filling or something. And
Yeah.
that's the problem. It's like they get so many fillings and there's less and less tooth left for the fillings to attach to. So now it's like she's like, well, now you're gonna need to probably start capping some of these teeth,
Yeah.
So now we're looking at doing that. So she's working up some numbers for me with my insurance, what it'll cost me, my portion.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. I may end up with some partials down the road and stuff, but if I can't avoid it, and there's nothing but horror stories about like full dentures. People can't get them to fit right, and if you don't get somebody who knows what the hell they're doing to make them, then you end up with them not fitting right and causing you problems, and then you end up not wearing them. With a coffee, yeah, I drink too much coffee.
Yeah.
I do not drink any pop.
Container man, he must be talking from experience.
Who, Container Man?
Yeah. He's got to be talking from experience. Only the person that's experienced that knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Jason, I mean, some people just get dealt a shitty hand when it comes to stuff like that. I mean, believe me, it's no judgment on anybody that has had to do anything like that. I get it. Mine was strictly because I just didn't do the best job with them when I was younger. So I think they say my enamel's kind of soft or something too. So it doesn't help. Well, yeah, Container Man, I don't drink pop. I haven't drank pop or beer or alcohol in probably 5-6 years now. I do drink too much coffee and like iced tea. So I mean, it's probably just as bad, if not worse. But
everything's bad for us nowadays.
I mean, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, stuff like that. So I mean, coffee is like one of my few vices. I like to eat. That's a vice, I guess. But the hell, I do something for fun.
My worst habit is smoking. But
yeah, I quit that in '99. I haven't smoked since 1999. I quit. So,
once I get over this stress and everything else, I'll go. See, when I'm over in the US, I don't smoke as much. I can go with a packet of 20s in 3-4 days.
Yeah.
Over here, I just can't do it.
It's a hell of a habit to break, man. It's not easy.
In it ever. But you see, your tobacco, ever since all those big lawsuits over there in the US.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it, Container Man. I mean, I get it. I do. Advice,
what was I saying?
Like my son's real big into those, as you guys know, he's in the Army. So every time I FaceTime with him, he's drinking those damn Monster drinks and energy drinks and stuff. I'm like, oh man. So I say, I think he needs to cut that shit out. That stuff is not good. Not supposed to be good for you.
It's not good for your heart.
It's like your heart, yeah, and arrhythmias and stuff. And
yeah.
So you're going for your permanent fitting today, okay?
Oh, that's gonna be good.
So yeah, good man. Make sure to get them in there right. Like I said, I know so many guys that I've worked with and things like that they don't even wear their teeth half the time.
My cousin in Melbourne, he ended up having his implants done, but he ended up going over to Bali to do his, which worked out a lot cheaper, even with the airfares going over there.
Yeah, well, I asked my dentist about that, and she was saying that I want to say it was going to cost me over $1,000 per tooth
Yeah.
for implants. Like, oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind. We'll try the caps and stuff first and see how that goes.
Well, my cousin ended up doing it before the
At that
lockdown.
point, I'd probably just go for dentures at that point. But with it all being said and done, to get that many implants, forget it. There's no way.
Well, the way my cousin ended up doing them, he ended up costing him. No, it took him what 3 visits to Bali. It cost him about, without the trips. I mean, the trip to Bali from here to Bali is only about $400-500 anyway. Return. The implants cost him $2,000, top and bottom.
Oh, that's not bad.
The top tooth and his bottom tooth, which isn't a bad price. But he ended up.
No, I mean that's not bad at all. I mean, look, Jason's saying implants would be an oral surgeon and another $5,000.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going today is an oral surgeon for the. I guess it'd be an oral surgeon for the root canal.
Yeah.
I had a tooth that I just had pulled. I don't know, last fall, last winter, and that was by an oral surgeon. But I can't remember what that cost me, $150 or 100. I don't know, somewhere around $100. But that was a weird tooth. Like my mouth, the way it came in, it was kind of laying kind of sideways, like in, not out, but in. And it always kept getting pushed out. So it was hard to clean it. So I was always getting cavities around it. And like finally, like instead of capping it and stuff, I just pulled the damn thing out of there.
My biggest problem has been ever since I was a child. My jaw, instead of closing down straight, it actually closes crooked. And the only way to fix up that problem, and I did have some teeth that gave me trouble, the only way to fix that is to break the jaw and realign it.
Yeah. That's not. I've seen that surgery. We do those where I work sometimes. There's a couple surgeons that'll do those, and that's not a fun surgery at all.
No.
Then your jaw got to be wired shut and everything, and it's not fun. That just looks horrible. You almost feel like you're suffocating. You got to drink through a straw, and it's just terrible.
Some people around here will be thinking. Some people around here will be saying, "Oh, beauty." You won't hear much from Marty for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna probably cut this off, guys, because I want to get a couple things done before I have to go do that root canal.
No problem, Dave. Thanks for having me.
But yeah, you're welcome. Good luck,
thanks
Jason.
for having me as well, mate. I'm gonna call it quits too. It's after midnight. I'm gonna turn into a pumpkin soon.
Yeah, you will, Dave. I can't believe you were up. I thought, oh, you won't be on. I keep missing your live streams.
Well, I'll try to catch you on Sunday, Artie. Sunday morning. Well, Sunday for me, anyways.
Yeah. Well, I'm only going to be on for about an hour and a half the most, for a couple of weeks. But I will extend them a bit longer. I'm going to try to sort out this OBS thing in coming days. And Jason, you look after yourself too, mate. And
yeah, you take care, Jason and John.
But yeah, I'm still going to be on a normal time, but yeah, I'm only going to be on for about an hour and a half.
All right.
I'm not going to be on that long. There's a few things happening here at the moment, so I'm not going to spend too much time on a Sunday night. Take care, Ron. You stay safe up there.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
We've got some crappy weather coming, so
we'll see you guys. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Dave.
It's always fun. I enjoy doing this show.
Yeah, I enjoy it too.
Fun just shooting the shit about whatever, man.
Yeah, it gives us something to do on a Thursday night. There's nothing on the Giggle Box.
Yeah, there's nothing ever on this thing.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'll talk to you.
Talk to you later, mate.
All right. Bye, guys.